with the understanding that our energy is our currency. And, we can really get into that and go deeper into that. Energy is our currency because with our energy, what we do is, one, when we clear out our subconscious and heal, we can go ahead and then, align with the frequency, the timeline that we want. We're able to manifest. Thank you, my love.
Yeah.
We're able to manifest things into our reality. And so, in order to do that, we have to raise our frequency. We have to vibrate at the frequency of what it is that we want to attract in, right? So you manifest what you are, right? So let's say you're trying to manifest. um I'll use myself, right? Let's say you want to manifest being an author, right? One of the things that you're going to have to do is write some books, right? Write some books. Um, Clear out any belief systems that you have inside of you that you are in a state of lack. You're going to have to be in that energy of you being an author. What does that person do? Things like that, right? And so as I'm saying this, I'm really talking to myself, right? But that's just to give you an idea, right? Because I don't want to say, oh, I want to manifest being a millionaire type of scenario. You still have to use the same process. You have to clear out your mental state because that all is mental. And then from there, you have to raise your vibration to match that frequency so that you can manifest that which it is that you want, that which it is that you are, right? And you have to do that internally. First begin with the mental, right? Which is why it's important that we also heal. The reason being that while we're choosing to stay stuck in whatever story it is that we're saying to ourselves, no matter how true it is of what has happened to us or what we have gone through, we can always heal from that and choose to forgive. And we can do that because now it's very clear that there's a spiritual realm and that there's polarity. For everything good, there's something bad. We can have two of the same things, hot and cold, same in nature. They're both temperature, right? The same thing for human beings. You have really good kinds of human beings, and then you have the diabolical ones who are possessed with this demonic spirits. And you really can't see them, like they're not walking around saying, yes, I am here with the spirit of lust. This is the spirit of greed which I carry with me. You can't see it. But then there'll be examples that will show up that is undeniable, but that these things are real, right? And then you'll have records and documents of things that indicate that it is real and that it's happening, right? So we can understand that there is a spiritual realm and that this is the 3D realm, and that the 3D realm and the spiritual realms, they interact. And just as there are good things in the spiritual realm, so there are the diabolical things in the spiritual realm, like the ones that energy harvest, right? So with that understanding, now we can really understand the importance of raising our vibration and choosing to heal. And again, I'm not for everyone. And this is not something where I'm trying to push myself to wake people up, because that's not my like, I can only share the message. If you want to go ahead and heal or do something different, or this resonates with you, then by all means reach out, send an email, or find somebody to help you go through the process. But this is a take it or leave it basis. What I had to do was I had to forgive it all. I had to forgive it all. In order for me to heal and to ascend from those lower chakras, the root, the sacral, the solar plexus, and raise it up all the way from my heart chakra to my throat chakra, through my third eye and my crown chakra. It's a process, but while we are operating from our lower chakras, from our lower selves, we are susceptible to have our energy harvested, our will manipulated, and we can become host for for dark forces to operate through us. That's just how that is. because we are energetic beings. We are not just this vessel, right? And these dark forces, they know this. Even the people in positions of power, they know the power that we hold. That's why they have to keep us in a slumber, enraged, or in fear in those lower chakras. Because once we raise our vibration and we overcome that and we awaken to who we are, and we awaken to our spiritual inheritance, and we start using 100% of our brain, not just the 10% of our brain, and we detach from the programming, which we do when we are ascending from those lower chakras, we come to see the facade. And what's happening now is that the entire world is going to be forced to go through a spiritual awakening, because the time is now. That's just how that is. Once we have awoken and we have, like, for me, when I started to have my spiritual awakening, what I came to realize was that everything that I thought to be real was false. Now, my story is a little bit more severe because I was raised by a family of Masons. I was trafficked. These people did a whole bunch of witchcraft on me, molested me, harvested my energy, had me under spell work. So the things that are coming out in the news already, I've already experienced it. And so for me to wake up to that reality, it was a bit much, right? But I had to choose myself. So if I had to give any advice onto how to ascend, it would be to love yourself, to choose yourself, to please detach from the programming and choose to heal and forgive anything and everything and anyone. And you can do this by identifying the spirits that are operating through these people, forgiving the person, for they know not what they do. And don't fraternize with the diabolical, meaning the spirits. And that means sometimes we have to detach from them indefinitely. Yeah. Because we're choosing ourselves. We're choosing to heal and to love. And we don't combat hate with hate. You know? Because then we're going to keep going into this war. It's like light versus darkness, love versus hate. Not just meaning like, turn the other cheek. No, honey. That's not what we do. We transmute, alchemize. And we go and we heal. We heal and we ascend. And whoever, it's like, when you change, I heard someone say that the other day, usually when you start changing, people are either going to have to rise above and meet you where you are, or they're going to have to get off the train. That's literally what's happening here. You choose to ascend, some people are going to come with you, some people won't. That's just how that is. My phone's about to die. I'll be back for more.